It's called a promo,
Shut
kid.
your
And
mouth,
if you want to
John.
be the big dog, you're going to have to learn how to do it. So go ahead.
You ready? No! I said, are you ready?
That was good. Glad you finally decided to pull that giant stick out of your butt and have some fun for once in your life.
You're uneducated marks! You sit there on your phones tweeting out your opinions like they're worth a damn. Let me explain something to you people. You don't know shit!
And I'd like to think that maybe this company will be better after Vince McMahon's death.
Okay, let's play the clip.
Carlito, mi buen
It's
amigo.
fucking hilarious.
You know, I don't want you to consider this like Eve tempting Adam with an apple, but in the Garden of Sin, Carlito teaming with Jimmy Uso and Solo as part of the bloodline.
Yeah,
That's cool.
that's cool.
All right. Carlito's looking for a fight. But the only fight Carlito wants is with Santos Escobar. Let's go. Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Gotta take the apple.
The apple and a yes or a package deal.
I love that. I love that. I also love this. This is probably my favorite episode so far because I am not alone. I got my favorite person in the world with me.
Hey.
Miss Aly Hot Takes, how are you at 7 in the morning on a Sunday?
Whoa, hey, calm down now. Chill. Please hold the applause.
Please hold the applause. I'm tired.
Yeah.
You're a trooper as well. You stuck it out with me until 1:30 in the morning watching God knows how much wrestling. Dude, it was a fucking wild night in the wrestling world. Early morning here, Sunday morning, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Trinity dropped the TNA Women's title, and at the exact same time, Jack Perry showed up in New Japan and ripped up his AEW contract. That fucked me up. It kept me up for another hour.
I wonder what's the reasoning behind that.
He's a scapegoat, apparently. Apparently he's a scapegoat. I'm throwing my fucking shit around. Alright, going to fucking Collision. Collision to Collision again today. That's my favorite. Because, see, normally we record on Saturdays. We don't record Collision that day. So we always start on the past week's Collision. Not this week. Not this week. I'm going Collision to Collision. Show opens with Darby and his grandpas coming out to the ring. I don't know if you saw his grandpas with him. Jokes aside, we see Sting and Darby, managed by Ric Flair, face off against the Workhorsemen, and Sting just trying to make it to Revolution in one piece.
I know, man. Jeez.
Gets the win, though. Gets the win. Also getting the win, Eddie Kingston and Trent Beretta have a banger in front of Trent's mom. Miss Sue stays all elite. She's still all elite, in case anyone was wondering.
Miss Sue.
Miss Sue. Get a pop from Miss Sue. Also, we got a pop out of me. I'm going to play the clip. We got this coming up Wednesday. Wednesday let him. Oh, they're already playing it? No. Not with the sound off.
Here's the deal.
Here's the deal.
Win percentage, second to none.
Coffee, second to none.
I think many would agree. It's time for Hook to get after another championship. Got my crosshair set on you. An undeniably bad man. Watch you with a close eye from a young age. Due to personal connections.
He's currently at a young age.
Joe,
What does he mean?
I'm coming for you. And your world title.
This is Wednesday. We're getting a Hook world title match. This isn't a Fight Forever segment.
Oh, man. He needs to work on his promos.
Yeah. I mean, but in his thing beforehand was always being so quiet. He never said a fucking word.
I know.
So now he's saying some words. And we're like, well,
He needs a...
deliver him.
He needs a Dusty Rhodes.
Man.
A Dusty Rhodes class.
I know Taz is your dad, but nobody can be a Dusty kid. You can really tell the fucking difference between who's a Dusty kid and who's not. The Kingdom get a fat chunk of TV time to show why they're the ROH Tag Champions.
Let's go!
Loving the Kingdom. Again, we're rooting for Roddy Strong to get an international title run, but that comes a little later in the notes. The Acclaimed offer to enter a large faction with Bullet Club Gold, and I don't know exactly what that entails, but it's definitely a dynamic.
Bang, bang, scissor gang.
The Bang Bang Scissor Gang. I forgot that's what we're calling it. Oh my god. The main event was a really entertaining tag team match, which I don't normally say that. I'm not a tag team guy, but when there's a good tag match, I was super invested. I think a lot of people were. I think it was a great example of in-ring storytelling. Jump over to the Feds. I know that's your favorite. That's another thing. This show is based off the premise of a WWE fan and an AEW fan getting together and meeting in the middle, but what happens when two AEW fans take over for a week? And see, that's kind of the thing. Is like, you know me, I just love wrestling.
Yeah.
And that's why I started a whole show based on it.
I mean, you know, I love the other company too, WWE, but
The Feds.
they are just they're lacking in some places, but Triple H is pulling some strings. I see.
He's definitely pulling strings, and he's definitely doing a better job than old Vinnie Mac was. Another big thing that I think he's doing that I believe to be true is AJ Lee is heavily rumored to appear at the Royal Rumble.
Oh my gosh.
She's been trying to get back in the ring and making little comments and videos here on her Instagram story. So, alright, let's get into the opening of Raw. I'm literally, this week, playing the whole fucking opening segment of Raw. Blockbuster announcement. We're going all 15 minutes of Raw.
Something to say.
Because I've got something to say.
I'm not arguing.
This actually gave me a heart attack at first.
Drew McIntyre promo.
Last week's match with Seth was all or nothing for Drew McIntyre. I didn't want that
Not double
title.
or nothing.
I needed that title, and as you can see, I don't have the title.
This coffee's weak.
I've been replaying the match over in my head. I remember I had the match won when I Claymored Seth. I pinned him. I was so overzealous. I put his foot on the rope, and I cost myself the damn match.
Damn. Current favorite to win the Rumble. I still have my theory of LA Knight winning it, which seems less likely now, but it is what it is.
It is what it is, what is it?
It is what it is, and Punk is now the favorite to win the Rumble, and I'm not mad at that. Let people think what they want to think.
I got one message for CM Punk.
Oh no.
Fuck you.
Poor Jeff. We get Ciampa and Balor, and I kind of expected it to be like NXT Ciampa and NXT Balor, but I set my expectations way too high, as I often do. I just love those guys. Ciampa gets the win, though, and I'm hoping and praying to see DIY get the tag team titles. I know it's a fucking stretch. There's a lot of tag teams on Raw that those titles could go to, but DIY is number one in my book. And I didn't even expect to make any notes out of Kofi versus Kaiser, but the match goes in and ends brutally with Kofi getting laid out by an office chair and steel stair spot. Kaiser's looking like a Gunther soldier finally. Also, you get Cody versus Shinsuke, and it gets turned into a street fight. Fucking went off. Alright, let's move to the R-Truth segment.
What's up? What's up?
If I can. I was like, where's my R-Truth segment? Pull it up.
What's up?
What's up?
What's up? What's up?
Okay, my R2 segment isn't here. Well, that's terrible. I guess I'm just going to have to keep on moving. Maybe I'll look for it and move on back. Jinder and Seth starting a mini program. We at least know we're getting one world title match out of it, but not sure how far it goes past that. So we make it to the street fight, and it's a big fight feel in Portland. Pay-per-view quality match with a clean finish, and I ask, is this the end of the program, the Cody Shinsuke program? Like, was this the big payoff? I feel like it was a long-term thing, but I guess entering the Rumble, they could only do so much. So the Portland payoff it is. I'm really sad that my R-Truth segment got cut. I don't see it here in my files, and I'm really upset about that. I was really looking forward to playing it. It was fucking hilarious. Well, since I can't find it, are we moving over to NXT?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dead air.
Yeah, I don't want there to be dead air. I was like, do you have anything to say? I just ran through Raw and didn't get a comment out of you.
Well, I didn't really watch Raw.
Got you.
I have nothing to say. I don't want to misspeak or anything.
You missed a really funny R-Truth segment, that's for sure. I wish I could just play it back. In fact, I'm not going to go forward unless I at least check. Yeah, I'm playing this back because it's right here, and we're not just going to keep moving on. Sorry, that's too damn funny to not show this morning. I was rolling this morning getting the clip. Which, again, I'm so mad at myself for not saving. I don't even know what happened. But I'm glad I could run it back because that just didn't feel right moving forward without playing that segment.
Oh, man.
Continues to be one of the funniest people in wrestling, period.
Truth is one of my favorites.
So, going to NXT time, and this feels weird without Dylan. He's always here for NXT time.
This is his programming.
This is programming. So, show starts off with Blair Davenport and Nikita Lyons getting into a big brawl before starting the match. And huge shout out to Blair Davenport for her professionalism and ability to carry Lyons through a TV match, as well as her ability to adjust her to her much slower, low stamina. Nikita Lyons just wrestles at a very low, slow-paced stamina. It's annoying to watch personally, but that's not here why the note's being made. Blair makes it a decent match, and she also gets the win. She makes Lyons look better than she actually is. That's actually what the note is trying to say. Trick Mello also entering the Dusty Tag Team Tournament, and a lot of fans are fearing this is finally the turning point for Carmelo Hayes turning on Trick. Let's just see how it plays out, because that storyline's been being drug out for fucking months now, so I kind of questioned if they were going to do anything with it at all. Which I just hope Carmelo Hayes is okay, but we'll get to that in a little while. The team of Baron Breaker, that's what I've decided to call them. I think I got like 2 or 3 tag team names in my notes this week, so y'all are going to get a treat. The team of Baron Breaker advances in the tournament. Axiom and Nathan Frazier advance as well, and that's you might not know this, that's the Wrestling in the Middle hope to win. We're rooting for Axiom and Frazier.
Okay.
And then we start the Fallon Henley, Tiffany Stratton segment, and it feels like a poorly scripted, low-budget indie film. So I'm just going to keep on moving. If you watched it, you watched it. If you didn't, you probably didn't miss much. Conducive to the story, for sure. Just not a very good segment as far as not feeling cheesy. Major cheese.
Yeah.
So Lyra Valkyria announces a 20-woman battle royal, and that it also converts to a fatal 4-way. I love this concept. So it's a 20-woman battle royal, but then the last 4 women in the battle royal then start a fatal 4-way. Fucking cool concept. Winner, of course, number 1 contender for the NXT Women's title, and nobody's taking that title off of Lyra Valkyria. Not yet.
Ooh.
Are you not a Lyra Valkyria fan?
I just want to see the title switch hands. I love me a good switching hands.
So we get a bomb-ass NXT tag team title match as well. The family retains. I was kind of going for out the mud going into it if you listened back last week. But regardless, I just like a bomb title match, and that's what that was. We get Lexis King versus Dragon Lee for the North American Championship in the main event. So, speaking of title matches, one of Dragon Lee's best quality matches recently, and also one of Vic Joseph's best calls lately. Not that he's had bad calls, and not that Dragon Lee's had bad matches either. Both have quality. They do their job well.
Yeah.
Both of them do their job well, but on this night, they did their job just a little bit better. So, Dragon Lee retains. Now, let's talk about Dragon Lee defending the title against Obafemi. Obafemi, the men's breakout tournament winner, cashes in on his breakout contract and wins the North American title. Interested to see how this run goes and where the company pushes him henceforth, because that he really did just come into that tournament and, pun very much intended here, break out. Which, it's not surprising because on the internet, looking back, a lot of people took to him. A lot of people are behind him. So, it's really interesting to see where that's going to go.
Let's see where Shawnee Boy takes him.
Okay, let's go on over to your favorite place. Again, this is what I was talking about earlier. Is what do you do when two AEW fans take over?
Mark out. I'm just kidding.
You were there for Raw. It was dead during Raw. No.
I didn't watch it. I'm sorry.
It's okay. No one's going to
y'all.
give you a hard time. Actually, no, I'm going to give you a hard time, but that's because I have to. So, moving on over to Dynamite. Daly's place setup was sick as fuck. I don't know if I remember you said you didn't like it that much, but that's just because you hate the 180-degree ramp.
I hate
you hate
that
the straight
shit.
ramp.
It's so cursed.
This time, nobody got hurt, thank
I
goodness.
know,
Knock on wood.
because it wasn't a pay-per-view.
Well, neither were the other ones, if we want to fact check.
That's true.
So we open the show. Heavy hitter, of course, Claudio versus Hangman. And the match is a barn burner. To quote JR, it was a barn burner.
Awesome.
Hangman gets big momentum, as they've been trying to give him, which, again, it looks like they're moving towards a program with Swerve Strickland again. And a lot of people are, like, critical of that.
Why?
If we just got out of that.
Dude, Swerve is such a villain, though.
Yeah, and I kind of agree to the point of, like, that Texas Death Match was so great. That should have been the payoff.
True.
We just want to see Swerve Strickland get the title now.
I know, right?
So, as you mentioned earlier, the Bang Bang Scissor Gang idea brought up by the Acclaimed.
Bang Bang Scissor Gang.
I just noticed, too, or it just dawned on me, the Bang Bang Scissor Gang, or at least the Bang Bang Gang aspect of that, gets mentioned 3 times today. Because they're that relevant this week.
Let's go.
I know, right?
Good for Jay White. Love him.
How do you feel about Samoa Joe's title? How do you like the new design?
Ladies and gentlemen, I am Samoa Joe.
I think it looks phenomenal.
It looks great on him. It looks amazing. He deserves it. We love him. Man, I love me some Joey.
See, I'm still I'm not bitter, I would say. It's bittersweet.
Well, it's like a you really
you
love
coffee. Ugh.
You love the Triple B, but it's it's very sad to see it go.
I miss him, man. I hate when I drink the cold coffee. Never hits well.
Whoa, Cody Rhodes with black hair, guys. That's crazy.
Looking at the Full Gear DVD. I think I mentioned that earlier. Yeah, I just want to make sure everyone knows what we're watching because we'll get random outbursts, of course. Swerve, the first to step to Joe, but not far behind, is Hangman. So there's interest there. Hook comes out next, and I popped a little bit. So I was saying, too, on Wednesday, I want this so badly. And he says 1 week, I pop again. Now we're at the point we know for sure this Wednesday on Dynamite, Hook versus Samoa Joe, AEW World Title match. Hook is going to win it all.
That's going to be interesting. That'd be crazy if Samoa Joe was the fuck the world champion. It'd be fucking crazy.
Well, see, that's the thing. Is Hook's title's not on the line.
Oh, man, I wish it was.
No, if it was title for title, I would be scared because I don't want Hook to lose that
Oh, it
title.
was because you said it. You suggested it. You're like, oh, should we get a title versus title?
No, I don't want Hook to lose that title. I just want him to win the other one. Hook was my world champion in Fight Forever the day he became a DLC.
Hookhausen. We love some Danhausen. I love Danhausen. I love you, Danhausen. If you're watching this, I love you so much.
Tony Storm. I can't say enough. is the most entertaining thing on television right now.
She's timeless.
She is timeless.
She's timeless, damn it. I'm an MFA.
And then we get, this was entertaining. We get a tag team brawl to Judas while the arena is still singing. The song's playing, the arena's still singing, everybody's fighting. I love that kind of shit.
Jericho just goes in.
ROH legend Roderick Strong graces us with a wrestling match.
Yes.
Adam Cole agrees that watching ROH legend Roderick Strong is nothing but quality. He's one of the best wrestlers of all time.
I am loving the Undisputed Kingdom so much.
I'm finally starting to get over the breakup of Better Than You, Baby, although honestly it still hurts a little. I miss MJF, man.
I know, I miss him too. I really, really hope he gets back, like, on the roster. I miss him. I miss him so much.
So, Tornado Tag Falls Count Anywhere match is, by all accounts, an entertaining match. Wasn't expecting it to be bad, but didn't realize it'd be that good. Jim Ross on commentary made it even better, as always. But damn.
The slobber knocker.
Amen. Damn, what a match. Also, the fucking Mustache Bucks return to interrupt Sting. Insinuating they want to be the last to face Sting. And I myself, as a lot of people, of course, were hoping for Sting versus Darby, but a Sting singles match was never a thing, and we knew that. So the expectation was light.
Yeah.
Still, there's a lot of people who are kind of bitching about the Bucks being their last opponents, and there's like a reason for it.
Well, I'll tell you the fucking reason for it is because of the Bucks. Like, that's the fucking reason for it. It's so stupid, dude. Just chill. Let off the gas.
Because mustaches is why.
Because Elite sucks. Fuck you. Fuck you. Okay?
Then we open up Rampage with Yuta versus Kingston for the Continental Crown Championship, a.k.a. the Triple C. Let me know if you really get the joke there. But of course the match is solid as fuck and Kingston retains. Solid as fuck. Is it crazy that I was kind of rooting for Wheeler Yuta there?
No. Wheels. Good old Wheels.
Also, Mark Briscoe is now officially a Hardy Boy. That had me fucking dying. Mark Briscoe, officially a Hardy Boy. Good showing on the mid-card too, with Matt Sydal versus Swerve Strickland, and Shida versus Aminata. Aminata and Shida was too solid not to mention. Like, both mid-card matches don't have any conducive storyline, so, like, no time to be spent on them, but you can't go without mentioning that one because they were hitting each other hard as fuck.
Love them. Love them.
Also, best note here, -1 appearance as he accompanies Dark Order in the main event of Rampage. So, rest in peace, Brody Lee.
Rest in peace.
-1, also the reason they get the win. We love you, -1.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that the company still has him on the active roster is awesome to me. Okay, that'll conclude Dynamite and Rampage for this week. I'm trying to run through it a little quickly because I don't actually want to spend an hour here today. We're only doing all of this to fill in the gap of time between last week and the Royal Rumble, which starts season 2 for us. And that Royal Rumble weekend is fucking jam-packed with stuff.
Wow, season 2, wow, wow.
Going on, I love that. So much stuff coming in season 2. Going on over to SmackDown, Bloodline scraps the opening match by attacking Cameron Grimes, and Paul Heyman instead comes out to roast Nick Aldis. That happens. Also, what happens, hold on, we got to go back to the clips again. I think this is the last clip we have today, but at the same time, it's my favorite. Are we getting Pete Dunne?
With oat milk for me. Black coffee for you. Cheers, mate. Cheers.
Big strong boy.
Just like old times, innit? Listen, thanks again for calling me. I know you're going through a rough time. Listen, I can handle myself. You just can't have a tag match without a tag team partner, can you?
I've never called him Butch. Never.
I saw your face. I saw that grin.
Thank you.
When the big strong boy debuted on SmackDown.
The big strong boy.
Admit it. We had some fun breaking Pretty Deadly's fingers and kicking their heads in. Listen, I know you. I know you. We've been friends
I
for
love
years.
British strong style.
You're lost, trying to find your identity. But It's okay, I can help. Tyler, shut up, man.
Shut the fuck up.
Okay, I have an idea. How's about we could work on some mindfulness techniques? I know you'd love that. Some breath work, meditation, some yoga. Let's align those chakras. Don't make me regret giving you that call. You're right.
It's not
It was a
Dun's
good
thing, I
laugh,
guess.
Pretty Deadly's headed. But that was one and done, that's in the past. The Brawling Brutes is in the past. You focus on you, you're on SmackDown now, and I'll do me. How about that?
How about that? What are you gonna do,
chance,
Pete?
man. We finally get to show the world what British strong style is all about. Unbelievable, Techers. Now you want to make a name for yourself. Remember who told you that back in Blackpool? You need to look inward and ask yourself, who was that guy? You need to look inward and ask yourself, what is that name going to be?
Pete Dunne, motherfucker. It's gonna be Pete Dunne, motherfucker. I'm so fucking excited. Get rid of Butch.
He's so cool.
Bring back Pete Dunne. Again, like I've literally went a whole season on this show, I think, episodically saying I'm not calling him Butch. His name is Pete Dunne. Even Dylan asked me at one point in the show, he's like, are you gonna start calling him Pete Dunne Butch? And I said, no, never. Bianca Belair and Bayley laid down a solid match on the mid-card. Bayley and Damage Control still slowly parting, I think, but the storyline's been dragging out so slow. I really couldn't tell you anymore.
So stale.
And I think the payoff is always supposed to be at the Royal Rumble. Like, Bayley is the favorite to win the Royal Rumble this year.
What?
But the way even if that is the case, the way we got there is so fucking weird to me.
What the fuck?
It feels like I've been moving at a turtle's pace.
Love Bailey, love Damage Control, but damn, that needs to fucking end. Jesus.
They made Damage Control a super faction for War Games, but
I know.
after that, I didn't know what the fuck we were gonna do.
I know. It was like,
They've been slowly edging her out week by week, but
edging.
There's emphasis on that word slowly. Okay, hard part here, and you didn't watch SmackDown, I know for sure, because I watched SmackDown alone here at the studio the morning after. Theory and Mello, Austin Theory and Carmelo Hayes, were laying it down. And before the call, I was saying this right here is the future of the brand for them, truly. So that said, it was an eerie moment to see the match get called and the ref throw up the signal. Update came afterwards, of course. Both men are okay, and we're all grateful. But the landing was fucking insane, and good on the referee for calling the match immediately, regardless. And again, you didn't watch SmackDown. I don't know. I know you get a lot of stuff on the internet. You keep up with wrestling on the internet, so I don't know if you saw this or not. Yeah, there's a spot. Austin Theory and Carmelo Hayes having a badass match on SmackDown. There's a spot they come off the top turnbuckle. I believe I can't remember in my mind right now because it's literally 7:30 in the morning. But I believe he was going for a Spanish fly, Austin Theory was. And they fell off. He landed crooked as fuck on his neck and head. Yeah, Carmelo Hayes looked a little shook too, but Austin Theory looked like he couldn't even move his arm, like he had a broken neck. That's what I analyzed about it. I didn't see it in the moment. As soon as they played the replay back, I watched the replay.
That's scary.
Holy fucking shit, that was the spot.
That's very scary. I'm glad he's okay.
Yeah.
Glad everyone's okay.
Yeah, the referee threw up the X to call the match, say, okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Got injury here.
Gotta fucking assess real quick, see if everyone's functioning okay.
And like I said, update came afterwards that they're both okay, but I don't think, given that fact, it was a bad move to call it, because if he can't move his fucking arm, and there's a problem.
Hell no.
And even, excuse me, I had a coffee burp. Even if that is the case, that they're medically cleared right now, double check that shit, because you never know with injuries like that.
Hell yeah. Scary.
My friend Adam Goldberg said it on Twitter. AJ Styles looking like Uncle Howdy. And honestly, if that's the thing, what a creative direction to go for him. Especially like do a Royal Rumble reveal type deal. Have him enter the Royal Rumble as Uncle Howdy and then win and reveal himself. That would be fucking insane. I think that's probably the best creative pitch I've heard all week. And again, Adam Goldberg didn't make that pitch. I just kind of I took straws out of that.
We love AJ Styles.
Amen. I'm
I don't want none.
just not sure about the slacks. So Orton gets jumped in our 6-man tag main event, turns into a regular tag team match. Teddy Long would be proud. Okay, here's the next tag team name. Ready? LAAJ can't get along, but Orton comes to save the day. Of course, as always, Orton's got to be the hero. It's going to be interesting to watch this Fatal 4-Way at the Rumble. Okay, move on over, Rover. We're back to your favorite ground. Now we're on Collision number 2. Collision to Collision. Lee Moriarty answers Edge's open challenge. Jeez, I'm tongue-tied this morning. Opens up the show, and Edge wins, but makes Moriarty look great in doing so. Always expect Edge to put him over. He's a good guy.
We love him.
We get a solid ass ROH 6-man tag title match. Jeez. Say that 3 times fast.
6-man tag title match.
In which I didn't expect to make a note about this either. Unless Lance Archer and the Righteous won them, I wasn't expecting to make a note. But it went off, and then Prince Nana called out the Bang Bang Gang Bullet Club Gold. So we're back to that storyline again. And again, the 3rd time we're mentioning them, how relevant they are. Challenge them to a match on Dynamite this week, and the Bang Bang Gang accepts.
Yay!
If you thought they were going to decline, you're an idiot.
I didn't think that.
Why would the Bullet Club Gold turn down Gold?
Right.
Okay, this was the best part of Saturday night. Dustin Rhodes wrestles a match like he's still 25 years old again, looked smooth as a baby's ass. Then, with a fire lit under his ass, challenges Christian Cage to a TNT title match.
Hell yeah.
High octane energy from Dustin, and I fucking love it.
Dude, they don't call him the Natural for nothing. He's the Natural.
I was geeking last night. Again, this is Sunday morning. You guys will hear this Monday morning, but this is Sunday morning for us. Deonna Purrazzo makes her AEW debut, and the commentary team fucks her name up like 3 or 4 times. I couldn't tell if it was a rib or they legit just botched that.
I think it was a rib because they kept saying.
With Nigel, it
Tony.
feels like it. With Nigel, it definitely feels like he's doing it on purpose. But when Tony did it, I said, okay, they're fucking up.
They were just, I think they were quoting Tony Storm for a little bit, but they might have gotten tongue-tied there.
You might be onto something.
Yeah, they definitely did quote Tony Storm for sure, but I don't know that they kept like trying to fuck her name up on purpose or not. They may have gotten tongue-tied with it.
Oh man! To no surprise, of course, the Collision main event went off. House of Black picking up the win over. You ready for this one? The Daniel FTR Sia trio.
Oh my god.
FTR Sia.
Jesus.
Collision goes off the air with Jericho and Guevara fighting Big Billy Starks out in the parking lot. And I didn't come up with Big Billy Starks, of course. That was Chris Jericho's doing. But they get in a fight out in the parking lot, and that's how we end Collision and also how we open Battle of the Belts. Insanely exciting opener. Unfortunately, Big Billy Starks retained. But
Boo.
It was fucking exciting as hell.
Boo.
Also exciting, but not as exciting. Just fun. Julia Hart retains the TBS title over Anna Jay. It was a solid match. There's a lot of history between the two, so I think that's... Whenever 2 people have that much history, it just makes it a solid match going in.
She a fox color Julia.
Then, ROH legend Roderick Strong and the Kingdom decide to sit ringside for Orange Cassidy versus Preston Vance international title match, which we all collectively have been pulling for Roddy to get that belt.
Yes!
Orange, of course, retains and then gets congratulated by the Kingdom. Congratulated.
Yes!
Also letting him know, title's coming home with the Kingdom.
God, I fucking love the Undisputed Kingdom so much. So much.
I can't wait for Adam Cole to return.
Roderick Strong just looks so confident.
ROH legend Roderick Strong.
Yes, he looks so good, so clean, so confident, so strong, neck strong. God, love him.
I'm so happy to see him getting this much TV time, this much attention. It's all so great.
Roddy!
This isn't even like relevant to the show. I'm just really fucking excited over this. Jon Moxley is fighting Naito next month.
Oh wow, that's confirmed.
Actually no, it's confirmed for Windy City Riot, so it'll be in April.
That's awesome.
Dude, Jon Moxley is IWGP Heavyweight Champion. Let's go.
He is
Sign me up.
gruesome beast.
Dude, his match last night with Shingo was fucking insane.
I heard you wincing so hard so many times.
It was such a good match. And then, of course, following it was Okada and Ospreay movie. It was
classic. I didn't even have to watch it to know it's a classic.
Yeah, I mean, you could watch any of their other 6-7 matches and know it's going to be a classic. But it definitely was like a solid ending to that story. I wasn't expecting Okada to win. Same time, wasn't mad at it. He got so emotional after the win.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said on Twitter, the word cinema gets thrown around a lot in the pro wrestling world. But watching those two wrestle, literally coming out, feels like you got done watching a movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
As it should.
Took me like an hour after watching the event last night to come back down. Well, I'll tell you what. I wanted to actually try to keep this episode 45 minutes. Didn't do it. It's okay. It wasn't that big of a deal. Not going to go an hour, though, because I got to get back to work and preparing for Season 2 premiere. And also, the Season 1 finale. This episode is going to be fucking funny. It's probably the funniest thing I've ever put together. So I'm excited for it. Thank you for joining me today. It was nice to have someone accompany me.
Whoa, hey everyone, calm down. It's okay. Chill, man. Okay, I gotta talk. Okay.
Sometimes if it's just Colt Banana here, or if it's Card Blade up there, it gets very quiet. They don't have as much to put in as you do. And while you didn't watch Raw and it might have gotten some dead air, it's okay because you've contributed more than Colt Banana has.
Okay. Thank you for having me.
I don't know if it's